As a plant, we have four sustainability goals, but we are focusing on the three, and that's water stewardship, climate action, and circular packaging.
Over the years, Nilebro's Barara plant has been rated as a high-risk plant in terms of water availability. So to put this into context, it means that the expansion of this facility, the expansion of this business is dependent on the availability of water. So this has triggered a lot of actions as a plant to make sure that we are able to remain into operation and we are able to sustain our operations as a plant.
As we moved on and looked at all our targets and where we want to be, so we created the task forces. Task force, some places they call it MDT, multidisciplinary team, where people from all the various departments come together and look at common goal. And all the common goal is really to improve all these KPIs.
My name is Nakabonge Poli. I am a laboratory technician in the analytical lab. I make sure that I stick to the water target. As quite a department, we have a water target, and that is 0.04 hectoliters per hectoliter beer produced in a day. And we ensure that we stick to that target by taking records daily of our flow meter. When I'm performing my daily activities in the lab, I ensure that I conserve water by minimizing whatever I am using.
My name is Erikana Mugume, Ecolab technician, water treatment. I basically do water treatment to ensure that the quality of the water is okay throughout the plant, because if the water quality is not okay, a lot of water will be wasted or dumped to the BTS, and thus our numbers shall be very high. Also in my workplace, as I do my analysis, I make sure that I use as little water as possible. I keep the taps closed. I keep my equipment intact. I make sure that my tables there's no water wastage.
We started this brewery at a water usage of 4.3%, 4.3 hectoliters of water per hectoliter of beer produced back then when we started production. But over the years, for the last 5 years, we have actually been able to drive this value down. The other thing that we have implemented as a plant is there is a belief that if you're unable to measure something, you can never control it. So as a plant, we have implemented different levels of metering. So we have metered our water right away from level 1 to level 4. So it means every other machine is measured, the water it uses, it's measured, and then those ones that go beyond the targets we have set are actually focused as key areas.
The water usage target is 2.67, and when you cascade it to, as per the department, packaging, the water usage is at 0.65, that is the target. Currently we are doing well, and there are a few things that we do as a department. First of all, we track it as level 2, then the shop floor also does the tracking. The shop floor has a stretch target of 0.55 to ensure that dry flow GOP has been implemented.
At this machine, we do track the water usage. That is the hectoliters of water used per dumps that the machine produces. A dump is a single throw of bottles at the discharge, which is about 34 bottles. We have got a target of 0.006 to make sure at 0.06 we are able to achieve targeted water usage for this machine.
And the thing that we are doing at the level of the operator is that every day we do what we call modulation. So modulation is basically make sure that if production is not there, all the utilities usages, all the natural resources must be put off.
We do have 6. So we trained water usages. For example, we trained makeup water for boiler house. That's where we had some issues. So that makes us save on water on a shifty basis.
So through my daily operations, I'm tracking service water usage. This is the water we are using to clean the floor, clean the vessels. I make sure that usage is not above the required target. We used to do CIP every fermentation vessel, but right of now, we don't do CIPs if we are running more brands. We only do CIPs when we are changing from a malt brand to an Eagle brand.
One of the biggest issues affecting us as a plant is the water quality, and that is coming from River Rizi. When it dries up, there is a lot of muddy water which comes into the system, and we dump that water because it can't meet our quality requirements. So we have partnered with several organizations in the region. Here we have what we call the Rizi Catchment Committee, Restoration Committee, which really deals in improving restoring the environment around River Rizi. And this is aimed at educating the communities that are around River Rizi to improve the catchment areas. So there's growing of trees and all those other vegetation that will retain the water. And as I talk now, the water levels have gone up to the level that where water was not even reaching is now reaching.
Every drop counts. No water, no beer.